What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with another legendary item guide farming video for you all. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to fight Leader Willem and all of his awesome drops. This is one that you don't want to miss. This boss has a lot of really good loot, and you're going to want to see how to get it all. So let's begin. So as you saw, we start right there at this silo, the rustical hurl, and what we're going to do is we're going to plot our course all the way back through here so we can get to Leader Willem. Now you do need to go through this thing, and there's like a doorway that you go through here so that you can get into this underground bunker kind of area where he is at. Now, in order to fight Leader Willem, you have to complete all of the electi missions. Now, those are going to be given to you in your hub area in Carcadia. So at the Carcadia faction town, you're going to get your different electi missions. After you complete all of those, you will fight Leader Willem, and then you'll be able to fight him over and over again by coming to this location. So let's get over there and start the farm. All right, and we've made it. This is a long run to get to this farm, but once you get here, you can obviously just use the Moxie's big encore machine and fight him over and over to get what you desire. But man, that is a long way to get over here. There is no faster location to get here than that one silo right there. So bit of a journey, you might say. Now, to farm Leader Willem, what you want to do is you need something that does shock damage, and you need something that's going to take out his armor phase, or just use my RAFA build, fight him on easy mode and one tap him. That also works. You see nothing on run number 1. And again, I always like to reiterate this in every one of these videos. You do not have to do these dedicated drop farms on ultimate mode. You can do them on easy mode and just kill the bosses really quick, and it does not take away the loot that you're going to get, because dedicated drops are not affected by ultimate level. So if you're looking for this guy's drops, don't bother farming him on ultimate until Gearbox figures out some way to make ultimate actually mean anything. Hey, we got a drop. We got the rainbow vomit. Nice. That's actually pretty fast for that. I didn't expect to get anything in the first 20 kills, to be honest with you. Oh. Lucky run 13, the zipper. Nice. Okay, so we got both of his weapons within 13 runs. That's actually pretty surprising. That just leaves the Firepot. Let's keep going. And there we go. On run 37, I got the Firepot. Now this one is the bullseye Firepot. It can roll with different prefixes other than that. As you see, the one that I'm actually using most of the time on my RAFA build is the atomic Firepot, which has a nuke roll on it, which does like a larger damage. This one has a 25% chance to deal critical damage, so that's what the bullseye prefix does. Let's use these items and see how they feel. Pretty nice though. Let me just be straight up with you guys. First and foremost, 37 runs to get all 3 of his drops. I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, I got 2 rainbow vomits and 4 zippers before I finally got my Firepot, so that's not bad. Up first is the zipper. This is a dataless pistol, and the gold text says prison rules: grant 75% critical damage and 75% damage when hitting a target in the back. So if you can manage to get behind enemies in this game, then you're gonna have some pretty good damage. Reading this text, I'm not sure if this says that I get 75% critical damage just normally and then 75% damage when I hit a target in the back, or if it's saying both of those things are when I hit a target in the back. The DPS on this one is 3,240, the base damage 835, accuracy 78%, reload time 1.5 seconds, the fire rate 6.2 shots per second, and the mag on this one is 16. The red text says, who's the shot caller now? This is an order pistol, and I am not a fan of order pistols at all. I know I've talked about this in the past. This is a very heavy mobbing area, so this kind of really shows how this would perform in general mobbing situations. You got to be like pretty accurate. Using this thing on Ultimate 5, it feels very disappointing. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys. This thing does not feel strong on Ultimate 5 at all. It's honestly probably gonna get you killed. This is just a normal mob enemy, and I'm struggling to kill him. It's really not a good look at all. So I do not recommend bothering with the zipper unless you get some sort of crazy roll that I am unaware of. but generally speaking, this thing's not great. Up next, we got the Firepot. And again, like I said earlier, this is the bullseye Firepot. So this one gives increased critical hit damage, and it's always going to be fire as your damage element on this thing. Obviously, with it being called the Firepot, it'd be weird if it did cryo. The damage on this one is 6,805. The cooldown 11 seconds. The radius 520. It's a very good radius, and it has 2 charges. Gold text says spicy, spawns homing torque stickies over time, and these things are crazy strong. Red text says sticky boy, come to town. So let's see how this grenade ordnance performs. So we chuck out one and just look at it go. Look at it fly around, nuking everything in sight. Throw down our second one, and now our other one's recharged, so we're gonna chuck it out. We're just gonna let it kill the entire village for us. This is, in my estimation, the best grenade mod in the game right now. This grenade slaps. Now, obviously, any version of this grenade mod is good, but if you get the one that I've got right here, the nuke, which will say atomic Firepot, watch this. It gets even dumber. It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's so strong. This is the grenade mod that I use on my RAFA build. So if you need a good grenade mod that'll work on every character, honest to goodness, it's great on every character. Definitely get the Firepot. And if you can get the nuke version, it's even more broken than the other versions. I mean, they're all good, don't get me wrong. You're not gonna find a bad Firepot, but if you get the nuke version, it's godly, quite frankly. Now you can trigger the stickies from this thing just by swapping your weapons, and it'll make them detonate faster, which is weird. It can also work if you swap your firing mode, whereas if I just throw it and let it do its thing, it's just gonna bounce around. It's gonna apply stickies, and then I can swap weapons and detonate as many people as possible. You want it to obviously stick to a bunch of enemies and then swap, or you can just wait and let it do its thing normally. But again, see, you just swap and all those guys will die that have gotten hit by the sticky. Very, very strong, even on Ultimate 5. Still the best grenade mod, period, the end. There's no two ways about it. It's just stupidly broken, and I kind of love it. And finally, last but anything but least, this is the Rainbow Vomit. This gun is amazing. Now, the version that I've got right here is the Toss Looming Rainbow Vomit, but what you really want to get is this guy. The Looming Rainbow Vomit has a spread launcher, and I think the spread launcher damage can be actually quite a bit stronger than the one that I've got here, but this is what you're looking for. And my God, is this thing not just like the sexiest shotgun? So first and foremost, the skin on this thing is amazing. It almost looks just like the Phosphine skins in a way, and I think the Complex Root has a similar skin by default also. But the gold text on this thing says collar spray. It shoots corrosive cryo and shock droplets. This can roll with 3 different element options each time, so go for the one that you think is going to be the most useful for you. Like if you want radiation, be on the lookout for that, for example. The red text says, I think I'm gonna, and obviously Rainbow Vomit. DPS on this guy is 5,154. The base damage is 823 times 6. The accuracy 77%. Reload time 1.7 seconds. Fire rate 1.5 shots a second. And the ammo count on this is 6. You can see that this thing also has secondary stats including crit damage and splash radius, and you'll see why the splash radius is so important here in a second, especially with the spread launcher. So let's use this thing normally without the spread launcher first, so you can get an idea of how it feels. On Ultimate 5, this thing you definitely want to be matching elements, because in Ultimate you want to match your elements, but we've got the spread launcher on this thing, which as you can see does insane damage. Spread launcher is just broken in general. Take that with a grain of salt or whatever. But yeah, the Rainbow Vomit is a very good shotgun. I don't have a version that has any fire damage, and all these guys are obviously flesh, so I'm not getting the maximum that I can out of this thing. Even if they do resist, they're still gonna die from it. Ultimate 5, this is a decent shotgun. It's gonna be outshined for just pure DPS by a lot of other ones, but if you get the Rainbow Vomit with the spread launcher, then obviously it's not gonna matter, and you're gonna be able to like kill a lot of bosses in like one shot with that. There is drop off with the projectile, so keep that in mind. If you're trying to shoot an enemy from range, you are going to need to aim it a bit higher than you normally would. if you want to try and hit them in the head. So this thing obviously best used from, of course, shotgun range. Why would you not use it from shotgun range, right? Don't sleep on other versions of the Rainbow Vomit like I was about to do. I wasn't even going to try this thing, but look at that damage I'm getting out of this. The TDR version of the Rainbow Vomit is a little bit cracked. It's a little bit crazy. All right, here's a Vile Enemy Ultimate 5. One tapped. Okay, bros, we've been sleeping on this thing. So yeah, definitely don't sleep on other versions of the Rainbow Vomit. It is pretty crazy what you can do with this thing. I wasn't even going to try the TDR throw reload, and I was like, all right, well, it says that the damage is higher, so let's try it. Sure enough, I got better use out of that than I did out of the other one. Oh, and this one actually shows the other elements. I should have just looked at that. This one, as you can see, has corrosive, incendiary, and radiation, whereas my other one has corrosive, shock, and cryo. I'd be interested to see what other accessories people are getting and trying on the Rainbow Vomit. Definitely, this thing is nutty, dude. I could not believe the damage I got out of that. So maybe there's hope for the zipper out there. I doubt it, but maybe. And the Firepot, again, any Firepot's gonna be great, but the nuke Firepot is stupid. But then again, I've been sitting on the nuke one and I haven't really tried all the other ones, so maybe you find another version that's even crazier than this one. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Not a lot of you guys are subscribed. You're coming back and watching the videos. Might as well subscribe while you're at it. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care.